This video is brought to you by Grandeur Warranty, your #1 online source for factory-backed extended warranties in the country.
This is going to be a great video and a great day because I just bought a new truck. But to make it even more fun, I have not told the managing editor of TFL Truck what truck I have bought for the channel. So in this video, we're going to go pick it up and we're going to surprise Andre. So Andre, let me ask you this.
Yeah?
How long have we had the Ranger Raptor?
About 13 months.
Yeah, and how long do you usually keep them? About a year, right?
Yeah.
So guess what?
What?
I just traded it. And I bought a new truck, Andre.
Is it new or used new?
It's new. It's brand new. It's a 2025. So the Ranger Raptor is going bye-bye, and we are picking up a new vehicle. I'll give you a hint. It's a Brighton Ford.
Okay, so it's a Ford.
Well, it could
Ford
be.
for...
They also sell other vehicles.
Well, they don't sell other brand new vehicles.
So here's the plan, okay?
Yes.
We're going to take a ride, go get the Ranger Raptor, and then on the way to the dealership, let's talk about what it's been like having it for a year. We'll talk about what we did with it, how we towed with it, and then I will surprise you with the truck that I traded for the Ranger Raptor. And I hate to trade it because it's such a good truck. It's such a good truck.
It is. We actually named it Truck of the Year in December.
Yeah.
We did.
I'll give you another hint.
Yes.
I spent an additional $10,000. So it was the Ranger Raptor plus $10,000 to get this new truck.
Well, this opens up the possibilities to anything.
We're not getting money back. I am, in fact, paying them $10K.
Literally, I have no idea what he's talking about.
He doesn't. I just did
he threw a microphone on me, and I'm in my office. Wow.
Yeah, this is not reality TV. This is
real.
All right, let's go get the Ranger Raptor.
Okay.
Let's take a ride and let's talk about what we've done with it over the last year because it has been an incredible truck. All right, Andre. Last drive, dude. Are you sad?
I am very sad, actually, because like you mentioned before, this has been an amazingly, really great truck.
Yeah, there is a little bit of damage. So right here.
Did you disclose that?
Yes, I disclosed it. That was Heart Attack Hill.
At Kelly Flats?
At Kelly Flats, and this was Heart Attack Hill.
At Kelly Flats.
But, you know, that is a 9 out of 10 in terms of off-roading. Maybe we can show that video now.
Yeah, let's look at it.
All right, yeah, passenger, there you go. You're gonna scrape a little bit. There you go, you're up off of it. All right, keep coming. All right, yeah.
Postscript. If you ever come up here, the bypass is actually harder than the actual butt clench hill. We thought we would take the bypass down, and it's so much harder. So if you're gonna come up here, bypass or butt clench hill, they're both hard. And this truck just killed it because, you know, you get the rear locker, you get the front locker, you get the different off-road modes. It's quite the off-road beast and quite the off-road bargain. How about drag racing?
Dude, this twin turbocharged V6, do you want to show it?
Yeah.
This is a 3-liter. It's a great engine. It already came with 405 horsepower, and then later on, we put a Ford-approved Ford Performance tune on it. So this engine has been a gem. Can we show a drag race with it?
Yeah, well, we drag raced all the Raptors against each other, and then of course against the RHO. So why don't we show how this did drag racing in that video.
Okay, good start. Oh, wow. Ooh, this Ranger Raptor takes off fast, but the heavy RHO is faster. That was a great launch. Wow. Look at the Ram go. Look, at the end of the day, horsepower wins these races, but I'm surprised actually that the launch didn't go more to the Ranger Raptor. Could have built a little bit more boost, but you can't fight horsepower win in drag races.
Now, Andre, there is one chink in this truck's armor, and it has to do with this.
What is that? Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
It only tows 5,500.
Exactly, and that's because it's really a Raptor. If this was a standard Ranger, it would tow about 7,500 pounds. But you know, the springs are a little bit softer, and that's the rating on it. I mean, it is 5,500 pounds.
Well, it's also squatty.
And hit it.
Let's see. Ooh, yeah, so that was around 9 seconds, if not maybe even just under. So it's quite a bit better considering that we still have a significant load behind us.
Yeah.
A 10% improvement is pretty good.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I almost ran into I had to merge around our camera vehicle. But it has a good amount of payload. Let me show you. Many midsize trucks have pretty poor payload, but look at this. This has almost 1,400 pounds. Almost.
Which is less than the Maverick.
It's okay, I don't care about the Maverick right now. But if you look at like a TRD Pro, Tacoma, right? If you look at GMC Canyon AT4X, especially the AV editions, those payloads are quite a bit lower than this one.
Yes, and those trucks are also much more expensive, and this is why this is such a bargain, right? This is $57,000-ish dollars.
Yes.
How much is the Toyota TRD Pro Tacoma?
That starts at about 65, right? It can go a little bit higher than that.
Tommy and I just took that off-road, and it doesn't have a front locker.
Exactly, and this does.
Yeah. Now, the other truck that it directly competes with is the GMC Canyon AT4X, which we also had at the office, and we actually did a video comparing it to this directly.
Exactly, we could show that now.
That throttle nice and gentle. Yeah, those lockers really help. Ooh.
Right now you're demonstrating the advantages of having front and rear lockers. Look at the control.
I know. This is just crawling up beautifully. There we go. Bumper's looking good.
Nice.
Some good articulation.
Cool thing here is I can take
clear.
a pretty aggressive line
Oh yeah.
in this
Woo!
canyon because I've got so much clearance. So I was able to actually push a little further over to the right.
Easy.
And still so much clearance on this truck and so much control because once again, we've got front and rear lockers.
How much was that truck, Andre?
Well, that truck was a little bit special because it was also AV edition with a snorkel, raised air intake. That was almost 72,000.
Wow, $15,000 more than the MSRP on this.
Basically.
Let's look at the MSRP. I just want to make sure we got this right because I love this chili red, by the way, too. It's such a cool color.
Dude, you know also what?
What?
They discontinued this color.
Well, we should have gotten more for it then.
That's what I'm talking about, Roman. I really hope you got a good deal because if you're gonna tell me you lost a bunch of money on this, I'm gonna be very unhappy.
Well, so it was $57,000.
560.
And the dealer gave me basically $53,000 for it after a year and 9,500 miles.
Whoa, that's actually pretty good.
So we only lost basically like $4,000.
That's almost nothing.
I think that's a pretty good, you know.
When you consider a lot of vehicles lose a lot of value when you drive them off the lot, right? This is still quite rare, and this color is now even more rare because they discontinued the Ranger Raptor in this color.
We're going to be trading this in a second over at Brighton Ford, and if you do want it, head on over to their dealership, or if you buy it, should they send us an email, Andre?
Yes, ask at tfltruck.com. Let us know, send us some pictures. We want to see this thing climbing more hills, right?
Yeah, we want to find it a new and happy home. Now, the other great thing about this is it comes with the KO3s.
Yes. Should we watch this? This is a little muddy.
No.
Okay.
No, we're not going to. We'll let Brighton Ford wash it. I think they're going to sell it for more than they paid us for it. They can wash it themselves. But those guys are great. They'll do right by it. All right, shall we head and go find out the mystery truck?
Yeah, I still want to get that information out of you before we get there.
when we're driving over there, why don't you ask me some questions and I'll give you some hints.
Okay.
Andre, whether you're buying a new truck or a new car, I suggest you head on over to our friends at Grainger Warranty.
Exactly. You can use the link in the description below of this video, GraingerWarranty.com. That way you can protect yourself with a factory-backed extended warranty.
Yeah, and the great thing about it is once the warranty from the factory runs out, then you have peace of mind longer. And best of all, Andre, not only do you get factory technicians at any Honda or Ford dealership, but for peace of mind, you also get factory parts.
OEM quality.
I'm crying, Roman. Don't cry, Andre.
At least I got my forks and spoons.
Instead of crying, put your seatbelt on. How about I start with that?
Roman, these are the forks and spoons I'm talking about. I picked them up at the original debut event of the Ranger Raptor.
Only you could be nostalgic about forks and spoons and not the truck that's going away.
No, but look, it says Ford Ranger right there.
This is Ford Ranger on the truck. This is what I'm sad about. You're all sad about forks and spoons.
Well,
I'm sad about the truck. This has been one of the best trucks we have ever owned.
I know, but when this goes away, the only thing that's left is a spoon.
Oh,
Okay?
for fuck's sake, Andre. Put the spoon away. I'll buy you more of those. You can get them online for like $3. All right, so this has been by far one of the best trucks that we've ever owned. We usually don't keep trucks that long, maybe 6 months. This one we've kept, what, 13 months, right?
Yeah, almost 14 months, yes.
But there are some things that have really kind of gotten in the way of making it a perfect truck.
Well, first of all, towing. We already discussed that, right?
Towing is one. So if you're looking for a truck that tows, don't get the Ranger Raptor. This is not a good tow rig unless you have a like a jet ski.
Well, wait a minute. It actually is very stable when pulling a trailer, quite confident, but doesn't tow very heavy.
Yeah, and every time we ever wanted to tow something in this last year, I've been like, hey, let's just take the Ranger Raptor, and you're always like, no, it only tows 5,500.
I've been saying that, yes.
The other thing are these door seals. They are so tight.
Yeah.
It's either the door seals or it's the way that the air exits the cabin when you close the door. So
It's really, you have to slam it.
So about 1 out of 3 times, I just close it normally, and then of course I get in it, I start it, and the thing's like beep, 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 door's not closed. And it's not just on that door, it's on every door.
Exactly. It's very tight.
It gets very annoying because now your seat belted up and you got to go back around, open it up, slam it closed. I don't know what they did with those seals or what they did with the way the air circulates through the cabin, but there is no bueno there.
Maybe the doors are too light. You know, it happens sometimes to trucks that have aluminum doors, you know, because the door itself is quite light and the seal is very thick.
Well, it was bothering me so much that I went on the forums, and the forums are saying that what happens is the air doesn't exit the vehicle quickly enough when you close the door, and so it creates back pressure, and that's why it doesn't close. I don't know if that's true or not, but those are the things that, you know, are kind of, every car has something, but out of 10, I'm going to give this at least a 9.5 in terms of drivability, off-road, ENS, and of course, value. I mean, this is the value in the segment by far.
But listen to this, Roman.
Yeah, so I did a little video while you were in the barn.
Yes.
Showing all the different drive modes. Was that the off-road mode that we're not supposed to use on-road?
No, that was normal. now, listen to this. Because revving the engine when he's sitting still is one thing.
Yes.
But I think they actually did a really good job at tuning this exhaust.
You get busted because you're on the off-road mode. I don't know, Andre. I mean, I get it.
It's not a V8, okay?
Yeah, out of a 3-liter twin turbo 6-cylinder, it's okay. Well, the Ranger Raptor has 4 exhaust notes from quiet all the way to off-road. So I'm going to let you guys decide if it's something that is melodic, as much fun as a V8, or if a V6 just doesn't get there. So I'll start with the quiet one, and then I'll rev it, and then I'll do the next one up, all the way up to the off-road only mode. It's not a Raptor. Raptor R, which we also had, right? That is just a glorious sound. It is harmonious. It is God laughing and farting at the same time. This is just God farting.
But it's the best. Well, I was not going to say that. I think it's the better tuning of the V6s. I mean, if you compare this exhaust note to every other V6 twin turbo, I think this is one of the better ones.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, sixes are sixes, right?
Yeah.
And Ford has gone out of their way to make it sound as cool as possible. You think it sounds better than the Raptor? It's also
the R, the Bronco.
No, not the the regular Raptor, not the R. Raptor. Ford F-150 Raptor, which also has a 6-cylinder.
Yes, I think it's better than that.
It is quick.
It leaps.
Yeah. I also like that, unlike some other competitions, I'm talking to you, Toyota, it does have 4 auto, which is nice.
Exactly. 4-wheel drive auto, so you could put it, you could select that on the fly, and on rainy day or maybe a little bit of a snowy day, it's
crap.
Always available.
Yeah, it won't crap. We never use these, but these are badass, right? These 6 little auxiliary switches.
Yeah.
I love those. They become kind of ubiquitous now in a lot of vehicles, but I was listening to a podcast recently, and apparently these are not just switches, they're actually wired to locations in the truck where you can mount stuff like a winch or like additional lights and actually use these.
Exactly. Yeah, it makes accessorizing a lot easier. And by the way, this is my front locker button. It's a digital button. That's not my favorite.
Don't love it.
Because I would rather have another switch that I can pull. But it's right here, front locker, rear locker, and some drive modes.
And the other thing that I don't like about it is this shift selector. It's got a weird way of selecting it. Normally you would think you would like push under here, but this switch is on the side, and it takes a while to get used to.
And also, I have a tendency of skipping from like park to reverse sometimes. So this is not the best.
All right. So, are you curious about what we're getting? You want me to give you some hints?
Yeah. So it's not a Rivian, I take it.
No, it's not. It's not electric.
Okay.
We're not going electric. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay. So you already mentioned that this is a Ford.
Well, we're buying it at Ford. It could be something else at Ford that's there, right? They also sell other vehicles.
Okay.
But
is it an Ineos Grenadier?
It's not. No. We sold our Ineos Grenadier to Bright Ford. We are not buying it back. They sold it like a year ago. But it was a good guess.
Okay, so I'm guessing that it will be a full-size truck because you and I discussed the towing ability of this. So I'm thinking it's not a Maverick, we have one. It's an F-150 or maybe a Super Duty. That's where I'm leaning.
I will tell you the color.
Okay.
It's white, which I'm not in love with, but it's white.
I see. So it could be a work model. It could be an XL.
It could be a hint, exactly.
Okay.
Yes. That is a hint, Andre.
Is it a tri-coat white? You know, the perfect white color, or is it a basic white color?
It's like a refrigerator. And all the whites are refrigerator white. Even the pearlescent one. Sorry, guys, if you love your pearlescent white from 10 feet away, it's a refrigerator. And I know that we just bought a 4Runner in white.
Yes.
But it is white, so that is a hint.
Ooh, so it could be a work truck. I'm getting excited.
I thought you might be getting excited.
Yes, because it's probably simple. It's probably very capable. Wow. Okay.
All right. Well, do you want to wait till we get there and roll camera? So the next time you see it, Andre will, along with you guys.
I'm thinking Super Duty now. I have a hunch. It's not this one.
Well, that's not white.
Yeah, it's not white. And it's not this GMC.
No, and it's not a diesel, I'll tell you that. So, there you go. It's white and it's not a diesel. Okay, so we'll be there. We'll be there in like 45 minutes.
Okay.
Cool. So now that we're pulling up to the dealership, I'm going to give you some clues.
Okay.
You know that Ford has employee pricing right now.
I know this, and some other manufacturers are doing similar things.
So we took advantage of that. So this truck was over $70,000, but
sticker price.
But because of employee pricing and other discounts, we're getting it at 62. So if you add 53 to this, we're basically paying about $10,000 to upgrade to this. But the sticker on the truck is over $70,000.
Wow. Okay, so this could actually have some options. I mean, you mentioned it was white.
Right, I was kind of misleading you with that. So
Because I was imagining XL, vinyl floor, cloth seats.
I was being a little cunning, or crafty, or sneaky.
I see.
But now
I see.
that you know that
So now,
it's over 70,000.
okay, so maybe it will have carpeted floors. Let's say.
It will have
But you
carpeted
said
floors, yeah.
But you said it's not a diesel.
It's not a
Because diesel costs a lot of money. I mean, the lowest horsepower diesel in the Super Duty is like 11 grand just for that.
It's not a diesel.
Wow, now you're getting me even more excited because this could be a crew cab, this could be four-wheel drive, this.
And here we are at.
Well, but there's hundreds of trucks there, Roman.
Yeah, they have a lot of trucks to choose from. Yeah.
There are hundreds. Ooh, there's a white one.
There's a lot of white ones. I'm hoping that they have parked it in front.
Is it the Raptor?
It's not a Raptor, no.
Okay.
It's not a Raptor. That would be more than 72.
F-150. It's not an F-150 Raptor.
And the Raptor doesn't qualify for employee pricing.
Ah. Wait, what is that? The one with the tire event on it? What is that? What kind of a tire?
I think that is our truck.
Are you sure?
No, that's not it. That's not our truck. It's not out front here, so we're gonna have to go find it. I was hoping they would park it in the front, but I don't see it. Because that's a Super Duty, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, but no, it's not.
It's not this Maverick, is it?
No, it's not the Maverick with the little emergency lights on it.
Yeah. It's not a Ram.
No,
Because that's a different brand.
no. So this is kind of interesting. We're gonna have to go hunt for it.
And this is not it too, because
No,
this is
no.
kind of displaying some sort of a.
No, we didn't get something with a tire event on it. That'd be silly. All right, here, hold on. I'll go in and I'll go ask him where it's at. We got Mark in here with us. He's our sales dude from
Hey, Mark.
Brighton Ford. And if you guys want a great salesman, Mark is the man. So if you're looking for this truck, if you want to buy this truck,
Yeah.
call Mark at Brighton Ford. All
Please
right.
do.
So where are we going, Mark?
Go back, take the first little left.
I think it's getting detailed, Andre.
I'll go straight back.
Ooh, so it's gonna be
Here?
Yeah, go straight back.
Okay.
It's gonna be spick and spam.
It's brand new. Here?
No.
Okay.
Oh, we're building the suspense, Andre. Are you in anticipation?
I'm expecting a King Ranch here.
Stay to the left.
Okay.
Even though it's the wrong side of the road.
Now, Roman, that's something else. It looks like a supercharged
They're putting a
shorty.
Supercharger on it.
Nice.
Well, we'll let Mark find it.
It's behind the closed door. It's opening. The door is opening.
Oh, there it is, Andre. I see it. All right.
What? It's not white.
It's white,
Wow.
but there's something special about it.
It's an F-150 trimmer.
Yeah? But it's not just an F-150 trimmer. Can you tell from the back what's special about it? Come on, you're the truck guy.
It's got twin exhaust pipes no matter what engine it has.
Okay, all right, let's go.
So, is it a V8?
Oh, wait.
I really was thinking, I really thought you had a Super Duty here. Wow. It is a V8.
It's a Coyote, dude.
5.0.
Yes.
Our first V8 powered Ford F-150.
Nice.
Right, there's the first one, because you had the EcoBoost.
I had a hybrid.
You had the hybrid.
Yes, I had a hybrid.
But that was the EcoBoost, right?
That was a Power Boost.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
called Power Boost.
All right.
Oh, this is cool, dude. 5 liters?
5 liters, yeah.
This is becoming real popular.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is great. This is
Yeah.
great.
And guess what you can do with that?
Burnouts.
No. Come on, think about
Supercharged.
Exactly.
But it looks like you can.
Ah.
You probably have better pull,
Yeah.
because they're hard to get.
Have you,
Right now they're back.
They're hard to get.
Have you figured out what your next call is going to be?
To Ford.
Exactly.
Let's supercharge this bad boy.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was my cutting plan all along.
Wow.
There are like 4 or 5 people waiting.
Do you?
Wow.
Yeah, they're backordered. But we may have some pull, right, Andre?
We have a little bit. Yeah,
All
we
right.
have a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go do some paperwork, and then
Okay.
we'll take it for a drive.
Okay.
What?
It's got a wasp's nest in it.
Oh, there's a wasp nest. Look at that.
It comes with your own wasp.
Wasp nest, yeah. I'll tell the guys.
Dude, it has a power export feature too. It's got 2 kilowatt. Can you open that little door? Yes. But it's not bedline, so we got to bedline it
We got
too.
a bed line in it. Yeah, we got. Look, it's got the
Step.
step. Yeah.
You have a ruler so you can measure the fish you're catching. You know, you can measure that.
We have a bottle opener, Andre.
Tie downs,
Yeah.
bottle openers.
Yeah. While they're
Dude.
extracting the wasp nest, we'll stay in the back here.
That's just cool.
Yeah. What do you think?
I love it.
What's the
It's
sticker?
a-
What's the sticker on it? Let's look at the sticker.
It's over 68.
So it wasn't quite 70.
It wasn't quite 70, but it's over about 68. And this is a Coyote.
Yep. And it doesn't have a sunroof.
Oh, the color is called Space White. So it's got a different shade of white.
You think it's a little different? It's white, dude. What do you?
No, I'm white. You see this? You see the difference?
Well, this would be white. You're a little tan, Andre.
Okay.
It's summertime.
Bye-bye, Ranger.
Bye-bye, Ranger Raptor. Hello, Space White Tremor. So, Andre.
What do you think about this orange line? I kind of like it.
I like the orange
actually.
line. When we had this originally, it was that very dark blue. I think it was called antimatter blue. Was
You
that?
mean when had it on loan?
Yeah.
One of these?
Was it antimatter? Yeah.
Which is a very dark color.
Yeah.
Right?
But they only had one with the 5 liter, and I really wanted the 5 liter. And I was just talking to Mark, our salesman,
Yeah.
and Josh, who is a manager here,
Yeah.
and they have one with the supercharger, and he says he's going to let us drive it.
An F-150 5-liter supercharged?
Yeah, to see if we like it.
Because that's a Ford performance part. It's
Yeah.
not something you do behind the scenes.
No, it's like
it's actually warranted.
It's like we tuned the Ranger Raptor. Right?
Yeah.
That was also
Yeah.
part of Ford.
Yeah.
So this is like a $12,000 option. You throw a supercharger on this bad boy, and they have one here for us to test drive. How cool is that?
Yeah. I love everything about this truck, Roman, except one thing.
This is such a loud intersection. What's that?
Roman, you know what I don't like?
What?
Look at the side profile of this truck. Ian, take a look.
Okay. What's wrong with the side profile?
Look at how much higher the rear end is than the front end. You gotta level it out a little bit. I mean, it's made this way so when you're towing,
Yeah.
it sits down a little bit, but right now it looks like it's leaning forward.
That's cool. That's badass.
You like that?
Yeah. That's
I hate that.
Better than the Carolina squat like that.
I hate that.
That means it's like, you do those thumbnails always, which I don't understand, where
Yes.
you're like this.
Yes.
Well, that's what this is. This is, how do you do that thumbnail? How do you do it?
It's this.
There you go. That's exactly what this truck is. It's that.
Okay.
I like it. You know what I don't like? I don't like the size of these tires.
You think we could go bigger?
I think we need to go bigger, yeah. Especially if we're supercharging it. I mean, it's the same. Aren't these the same size as?
Basically, yeah.
They're the same. They're the same freaking wheel.
Yeah.
Except that one's got KO3s on it.
Yes.
It's the same wheel.
That's economies of scale, Roman. That's how you make trucks.
Whoa! All right, I think here is our supercharged one.
Wait, it does not look supercharged. It looks normal.
Let's go for a ride.
Wow. Roman, this is supercharged?
This is supercharged.
But it sounds relatively quiet
it sounds
when it's
normal.
idling.
Yeah.
It sounds normal.
So the great thing about the supercharger is because it's done by Ford, it's warranted. So
And Ford dealer.
and
Yeah.
a Ford year, so you're not messing with your warranty. And I wonder if it changes the towing.
Well, it probably keeps it almost the same. It's not really about towing. It's about accelerating.
Okay.
I wonder if Mark and Josh care that if we burn some tires on this.
You said don't get a ticket. So I suppose.
I suppose we should be in 4 auto.
Okay, put in 4 auto. Do you have the keys to ours, or is this?
I locked it up.
Okay, thank you.
Because I don't want anybody to
Exactly.
walk away with it right
Yeah.
now.
And I've got. Yeah, I think that was the antimatter blue. That's kind of.
Yeah, that's very dark.
Yeah, so that's the kind that we tested, and I really fell in love with it when we had it back then. So I
you
remember,
wanna-
Andre.
Do you want to hold that license plate? Because it's going to fly into your face.
It's going to decapitate me. Oh, you can hear it.
Ooh.
It's a little bit. Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? A little bit of a TRX action here.
Yeah. That is a little bit reminiscent of that for sure.
Hold on.
Oh, wait. You got railroad tracks. Oh, that is good. Oh, I like that a lot, Andre. Oh my.
It's still built. The power.
I want to say, if I remember right, from when Ford first introduced this, it's 700 horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're at 700 horsepower. I don't know.
Which is basically like TRX levels, or maybe even almost the Raptor R.
Yeah. Well, here's what Josh said, the manager. He said we could borrow this next week, and maybe if we can break in the TFL trimmer, we could do a drag race.
And just see the real difference. Except this is not a trimmer. I mean, this is slightly different tires, so it's not complete apples to apples. But I've never seen online a supercharged V8 trimmer F-150.
This is a
Have you?
No, this is a Lariat. So
yeah,
we're a little bit more luxurious.
A little more streety.
Yeah, a little bit more streety. Yeah.
I think you should drive this too.
Let
me accelerate here.
I can feel it. I can feel the power. I mean, it's quick, Andre. It's like electric truck quick.
But it's not gonna, and it's also not gonna wake up your neighbors. You know, it's kind of stately.
Yeah, it's just this like incredible stream of
just torque and power.
Yeah, let's let this Volkswagen get ahead of us.
It's like riding a wave.
It is. It's just incredible. It's really good. But it's also 12K.
Yeah, it's not the most affordable option.
No. Wow, that is quick. I do miss the V8 roar though. There is no V8.
Yeah, where's that roar?
Yeah, I mean you hear the intake and you hear the supercharger whine, but the TRX also had that. I mean, if we're going to go down this route, roar. Then we're probably going to have to.
You have to open up the exhaust system
and change the exhaust. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of whine, not so much roar.
Roar, yeah. It's a lot of whine, not a lot of roar. Well, let's do this. Let's put some miles on ours and see how it performs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we could always upgrade it. Because I don't want to get a new truck and immediately supercharge it. I want to do some base testing, right? We need to figure out what kind of, because we haven't had a Coyote in a long time.
Right.
In a truck at least. We had it in a Mustang, but not in a truck. So we need to figure out how it tows, what kind of fuel economy it gets, and most
gotta take it off road.
Exactly. How does it do off road?
Yeah.
And then then we can talk about actually taking it up a notch. All right, well now let's head back and let's go for our first
maiden voyage,
first drive in ours. So Andre, I'm noticing something that is already kind of bumming me out.
What?
We don't have 4-auto. We straight a truck with 4-auto.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, 2 high, 4 high, 4 low.
Okay. So, I mean, we have low range, which is really important.
Yes.
But that fancy automatic transfer case, we don't have.
No, we just gave that up.
That's okay. I'm okay with it. Because look, we have more elbow room. This is a proper pick-em-up truck.
Yeah, this is the Ford would say the most popular vehicle in all of America, huh?
F-Series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is an F-Series.
Yeah.
But we do have a big screen. I mean, this is a 2025 model. We got digital screens all the way around, which is pretty standard now. Dude, I love all this power option. We didn't have this in the Ranger. We have a 20 amp, 120 volt outlet right here, very easily accessible. We have a 2000 watt outlet in the bed.
We have a horizontal, not a vertical screen.
Yeah, which is better actually.
Which is better. We have a brake controller, which we also have. We have this. Look, Pro Trailer Assist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which Ranger Raptor also had.
But we never
towing calculator. So Ford has this tool. You can go on Ford.com and search up towing calculator, and you can put the exact VIN of the vehicle you're buying.
Yep.
And it will throw a few specs your way.
So we're towing 12.
No, we're not.
We're towing 13.
9,900, so 10K basically.
So 5K more than the Ranger Raptor.
We almost doubled our towing capability, which is actually quite good, I think.
We still have these.
We have switches.
We don't have a sunroof.
Which is okay.
We didn't have one before.
Actually, these are all, now they're off.
And then we have this nice real gear level, which I love. And then, of course, this folds in and this opens up, right?
Yeah.
So you can have a workspace here.
Exactly.
And we have a white truck, Andre.
And actually, this white is okay with me. I mean, it's not.
It's space white.
It's space white.
Yes, it's not regular
it's a
white.
different shade of white.
And I like these accents, the little gold accents.
Yeah.
And it rides. I think it rides better than probably because of the wheelbase, right?
Than the Ranger a little bit.
It's a little bit longer, so it does have a little bit nicer ride. Let's floor it. It's okay.
There's that V8.
There's a V8. It kind of comes alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, in the comments, guys, let us know. Should we supercharge this? I'm already knowing what the answer is.
I don't know if many people will say no.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just going to ask anyway.
Or if you have supercharged your F-150 Tremor, let us know if you already did that.
We have 3 months of Blue Cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
This has Blue Cruise?
Well, look on the sticker. I believe it has Blue Cruise, yeah. I think we have 3 months of Blue Cruise.
Well, a Ranger Raptor never had Blue Cruise.
Exactly. And certainly not 3 months of it. I think it's in that little down there. And according to this, it's got 729 miles to empty. So I don't know what size fuel tank it is, but I'm guessing it's a 36.
Yeah, actually in 2024, all of them went to 36 gallons, which is amazing.
Yes.
So this should be a pretty good towing rig, even with a trailer. And also, how many miles? 18.3 miles.
Brand new.
It's not very common thing to have a brand new vehicle with that few miles.
Or a Wasp this.
Yeah, by the way, this is built in Dearborn. There are two factories that build F-150s, but this isn't from Michigan.
Yes.
So that's pretty nice.
I like it, Andre. It drives really well. I have to say the F-150 has always been one of my favorite in terms of its ride quality. It just kind of has that old Cadillac floaty down the road ride, you know what I mean? And did you find Blue Cruise?
Let's see, bed utility, tow package, Blue Cruise, equipment, 90-day trial. Yes, absolutely. Wow.
Ka-ching!
Okay, and also, dude, a trim, I would wager,
Yeah.
if you were looking at the F-150 Raptor at like 80 or 90 grand,
Yes.
and you're looking at this, I think this gives you like 95% of capability that the Raptor has for a lot lower price. So that's why I really like the Tremor lineup, because it's still very capable off-road, but it's more affordable.
Hey, and we put some bigger shoes on it, right? A little bit more rubber, give it a little bit better stance, and it's going to be a hell of a car.
It's got trail turn assist, where it grabs one tire
And tears on the trail?
Well, maybe sandy.
Oh, we lost cooled seats. We only have heated seats.
I think we'll survive.
I think we'll survive, yeah. Ford has good air conditioning.
Cameras? 360. We have that.
Yes. And what's this one do? What does that do?
That's trail control system, I think.
Okay.
So,
Let's turn that off because we're not on the trail.
trail control enabled. Use a one-pedal drive. Uh-oh. Okay, we don't need that right now.
No, we don't need that. Yeah, I think it's, the other thing I like about Fords is they have very comfortable seats.
Another key.
An extra key.
Extra key.
Yeah. So all in all, Andre, I think we did well.
I'm super happy. You really had me going. I was imagining like a work Super Duty truck. You had me going with this one.
Yeah. Well, we've already, we got a Silverado.
Heavy duty.
Heavy duty. And I always thought when I drove this that I really liked the Tremor package. I went to the original launch of it. I mean, the Tremor package gives you skid plates.
Bigger tires.
It should have a rear locker, right?
It has a rear locker. It has special shocks that are named Tremor.
Yep.
So we don't know which other brand those shocks are.
And we've got different drive modes. So this has always been kind of everything you need for both a truck that is utilitarian and a truck that you can take off-road. And, what more can you want?
Exactly.
The Raptor R, but, those are still selling over stickers. So.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, let us know in the comments below. We spent exactly 10K more. Did we do well? I'm sure all the comments will be we did horribly and your neighbor bought one for like 15,000. Yeah, we know. But I think we did okay. And if you're interested in our old truck, I believe it's for sale at Brighton Ford in Brighton. And we'll see you next time, right?
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Ciao. And we're back.
And look, I'm driving on the highway and I'm not touching the steering wheel.
Yeah, it's got Blue Cruise. How cool is that, huh?
This was surprising to me because I was trying to remember if Tremors, when you told me, if they actually have Blue Cruise, but they do. But you know what doesn't?
What?
Raptors.
Ah.
F-150 Raptors don't have Blue Cruise, and Ranger Raptor, of course, didn't.
GM just introduced a updated version of their software, which actually is getting closer to full self-driving, isn't
Exactly. The enhanced Super Cruise now follows navigation. Come on, Ford.
Come on, Ford.
Let's see this.
Let's get Blue Cruise going. Do you know how much this is a month? Do you know how much in subscription?
I don't know, but we have 90 days.
We have 90
for free.
days to test it out, along with Sirius, of course.
You know how they charge you? They charge you either per month or like for a year. You know, you could buy you could save some money if you buy a year of it, or you could pay, here and there.
Yeah. And I don't think we'll be getting it because we don't do a lot of. Well, actually, we do a lot of highway driving. I was wrong, but
Yeah, but we use different trucks.
we use different trucks.
Yeah.
But you can't tow with it like GM Super Cruise, can you?
Correct. That's another thing that Ford needs to work on.
Ford is falling behind.
But this is nice.
This is nice, Andre. Set the cruise to
Warp drive?
75, and we're buying another truck. So let's go to
Let's go to the bank.
Yeah, let's go to the bank. Yeah, put more money in the bank. No, I was saying let's go to Salt Lake City. And coming up next week, we're gonna go pick up our military truck. So when it rains, it pours, dude. It pours trucks. All right, this time we're out for sure. Ciao.